I just don't think that any child's mind should be molded by anything that I have to say. You know what? I'm just not prepared to have that kind of impact.
That's too bad, because I'm pretty sure I'm pregnant.
We're both just trying to help Violet upgrade the store to make it a more vital part of the neighborhood.
He's hoping for a revolutionary interweaving of community and commerce. The solution, it's online.
He's planning to play the stock market.
You stole from me, Trish. You're my sister. How do you think that makes me feel?
I know it's only $1,000, but I'll have the rest of it by the end of the month.
How'd you get it?
Excuse me. I was wondering if you can help me. I won some money on this lottery ticket.
How does a lightweight lawyer like Oliver Kane become the focus of something like that?
He's making large cash deposits into his accounts and flipping them into house purchases.
You're the last person I ever expected to see in here for money laundering.
You know what? All I did was help make their business more efficient.
Them being the drug dealers. This is Mr. Kane's wife, your worship.
Barbara walked out on me 6 months ago.
I was hoping it would make him return to his senses and he'd come get it.
Barbara wasn't married at the time. She was fair game.
He's desperate to get my wife in bed, your worship.
You give up on him now, he's done.
How are we going to be okay?
Oh, sure. When you get out, we'll start over, get counseling. You know, whatever people do when their lives are in total ruin.
That place is hell. Nothing on earth can be as bad. There's a guy in my cell who spends almost the whole day masturbating.
You look like someone's been dancing on your face, and this is what you're complaining about?
It's depressing. I can take the occasional beating, but hearing that guy rub and moan for hours, desperately trying to give himself some pleasure.
Why'd Barb pull your bail?
Found out I had a meeting with Sammy, you know, the dealer.
You laundered money for him?
Yeah, she thought I was working for him again.
But you're not?
No, I just met him so I can beg him face to face not to kill me.
Well, why would he want to do that?
Because he thinks I'm flipping on him. I told him no way, but he didn't buy it. You know, if we hadn't been in a public place, he would have killed me right on the spot. The guy is completely paranoid. He's being totally irrational about them.
Violent criminals tend to be like that.
He thinks it's the only way that I got bail, because none of Sammy's guys ever get bail.
Because they probably had outstanding charges when they get arrested.
Exactly, or they're illegal, they get held for immigration. I try to tell him that. A white guy like me with no record, I get bail if I was charged with murdering the Prime Minister.
And you couldn't have explained all of this to Barb?
I didn't want to scare her. And then I got to thinking, what if it comes over to my house and hurts me in front of my wife and kids? It hurts them too, so... Then I thought maybe it would be better if I just go back to jail.
Which is one thought too many, because the truth is, it's a hell of a lot easier for him to get to you inside.
No, I realize that now. That cell, as disgusting as it is the only place I'm safe. Every time I leave it, some massive thug wails on me with impunity.
And your wife and kids are alone now, unprotected and vulnerable. I better get over there, check it out, maybe even move in for a while just to be sure.
You know what, Jack? Even bringing it up as a joke. The fact that you're dying in bed, my wife.
Okay.
I need your help.
Well, what do you want me to do? Teach you how to carve a shiv?
No, what I want you to do is go see Sammy and tell him that I'm not talking to the police.
And why would he be inclined to believe me?
Because you'll tell him that I'm a cowardly worm who would never have the balls to do anything like that, and because you believe that so strongly yourself, he'll see it's the truth.
And if he doesn't?
Then I'm dead. But you can do this. You can convince people of almost anything. Shit, you almost convinced Barb to marry you, and she's a sane, intelligent woman. Can you do this for me, Jack? Come on.
Okay, calm down. I'll give it a shot.
Okay, and listen, I don't want you to say anything of this to Barbara, okay?
You mean you don't want me talking to her?
Yeah, she's just a little vulnerable right now.
It's when they're vulnerable that women most need me.
I mean it, Jack. You stay away from me. You see? Don't do it, Jack. You don't screw my wife. You don't screw my wife. You hear me?
So, David, can we talk about bail for the assault charge on my guy?
Oh, yeah, Gus Monahan, charming guy. I'm bumping that up to aggravated assault.
Why?
An eyewitness saw your client chase down and beat the victim unmercifully.
Unmercifully? Most beatings are, when you think about it, David, unmerciful, so I don't see how that
He
changes.
smashed the victim's head onto the pavement 5 times.
Yeah. Okay, wow, and that means?
That means he's going to prison for quite a while.
Okay, fine. But in the meantime, can we talk about bail, please?
Yeah, we could talk about it, but it's not going to happen.
It's crown onus.
And I can meet that onus in my sleep. Your client's a bad man. There isn't a JP in the building who'd let him go.
No, he's not going to like this. That's bad news. He does not like bad news.
Yeah, listen. Be careful with this one, okay?
I'm sorry?
He's a violent guy. All his friends are violent guys. I mean, how did you wind up with him anyway?
I did a guilty plea for one of his friends.
Lucrative client base, are they? They're a gang?
Yeah. I mean, I had this one gang, and they knew these people in this other gang, but the second gang is a little bit more...
Deadly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Be careful.
You're supposed to get in the first cab in the queue. You don't get to pick and choose. Anyway, this guy comes, takes one look at me, and gets in the cab behind me.
Okay, well, maybe you just didn't appear like somebody that he wanted to have a ride home with.
But I'm just trying to get by here, okay? And how am I supposed to do that if I keep coming up against this wall of judgment?
A wall of judgment?
Yeah, so I go over and I politely tell the guy to get out of the cab.
Okay, and he disagrees with you, and...
He said I looked like a criminal.
And so you drag him from the vehicle. That was your way of disproving that, then?
I lost him, okay? But that's not what I am.
These prior assault convictions notwithstanding.
That's from when I was drinking. I'm clean now. It doesn't make a difference, right?
Not as long as you keep losing it. It's just that these priors are they're gonna be very reluctant to want to give you bail without a surety. That's
I'll
all.
let them keep me in here. There's nothing out there for me anyway.
Mr. McDonald, you don't want to stay in the dawn any longer than you have to.
There's no room for a former up in this world. You get one chance. You blow it, you're finished.
No, listen, you give me a name, okay? You give me somebody that I can call, okay?
There's nobody.
Come on, you have family.
No, I lost them. I lost everything. My job, my friends. I haven't seen my family in 4 years. Not that they'd give a shit anyway after what I put them through.
Let's give it a try. You know, I will contact them and I'll explain to them the whole
No, don't do that. I'm serious.
Mr. McDonald, it's been a while. I mean, and they are your family, right?
No,
But
look,
they probably...
I don't want them to see me in here. I don't want them to know that I'm still a pathetic asshole, that even getting sober wasn't even enough to keep me out of jail.
If anybody got anybody else into trouble, it's probably the other way around.
All I know is Bill's in jail, and he says it's because Trish bought a cell phone with his credit card, then proceeded to use it in a lottery scam.
And you believe him because...
Well, I got to know your sister a little, and the woman is clearly someone looking for an advantage.
An advantage?
A way to make a quick buck, Alice. And she thought Bill might be the one to help her do that, but like I tried to tell you, he's basically legit.
Hey, you mean he moves slower?
Anyway, she managed to hook up with some other guy who could provide her with what she wanted.
A life of crime? Come on, Trish is a lot of things.
Bill told me she once stole your credit card.
Which, in her mind, was a loan.
Whatever. Look, we can play this game for a while, or you can get on board with the fact that your sister is now a crook. So you need to do the right thing here.
You mean the right thing for Bill?
For both of them. We both know it's better if Trish comes forward voluntarily than to have the police hunt her down.
So you want me to hunt her down?
She needs to tell the truth here. An innocent guy's going to take the heat for this.
An innocent guy? Who are you kidding? This is Bill.
Okay. The point is, even in his wilder days, he would never have pulled a stunt like this lottery business. And if it helps you, it's probably your new boyfriend's idea.
Yeah, that helps a lot, thanks.
So you off to find her?
First things first.
The Crown has an eyewitness who saw the whole thing.
You're the bitch with the dog, right?
Well, I don't know what she was doing, but...
Yeah, I saw her staring at me, and then she vomited. I figured she'd be too scared to say anything.
She says you smashed the victim's head into the pavement 5 times.
She counted?
Anyway, the repetition caused enough damage to get charged with aggravated assault. That's a really serious...
It's a fight. Shit happens in fights, right?
When you say it was a fight, was it consensual? Because if it was, that's the defense.
Look, the guy lost 10 grand on football, and I came to collect the money he owed me, and he wouldn't pay.
Okay, that's not a defense. That's you beating him up because he owed you money. For it to be consensual, it has...
Look, you get into business with me, you know what you're getting into. That means he consented to the consequences.
No, Gus, that's not gonna fly.
Are you gonna try to get me bail or what?
The Crown is opposing bail.
Yeah, so?
So I think you should probably prepare yourself for the possibility of being detained.
Ah, prepare myself. I guess that means I should, like, talk to a priest or something like Jesus. You're just useless, aren't you?
Well, maybe, but...
Forget it. Look, I got bigger problems than bail. I can't get convicted for aggravated assault. My record's too long. I'll get too much time. So here's the thing. Since you're so useless, I'm gonna have to participate in my own defense.
What's that mean exactly?
What do you think it means?
I don't know, because there's not much we can do right now. We gotta wait for the disclosure in the witness statement.
Oh, no, we don't. You remember my friend Dean?
No.
Yeah, first time he came to see me. He hangs at my place.
Oh, you mean the guy with no ears?
No ears? What are you talking about? He's still got the left one, right?
Right, I just assumed that both...
Look, just shut up and listen. Look, I don't trust the phones in the dawn, so I want you to get a message to him. Okay. No, put that away. You don't write shit like this down. Hey, now just tell him we need to take care of that problem we talked about, and he should get the ball rolling now in case I don't get bail.
What do you mean by take care of? Because it sounds like you're...
You don't need to know the meaning of the message. You just need to deliver it. All right? Now get the out of here. Make the call. Get going. Hey, asshole! Open the door.
Oh, hey, honey, I wanted to ask you, these files, are they just... What's wrong?
Nothing. No, nothing. I don't know about those. Hey, do you think that we were enough
I'm sorry?
I mean, when I was growing up and it was just the two of us, don't you ever think that maybe that wasn't, I don't know, enough?
Enough for what?
I don't know, for me. Or for you, and, you know.
Is this about your father again?
No, I've just been thinking a lot lately about, you know, it's just becoming apparent to me that, you know, being alone...
Well, you weren't alone. You had me.
No, but we were alone, though.
Where's this all coming from, anyway?
I don't know. Well, you know, I got this guy, you know, my client.
The cab driver?
Yeah, and he's hasn't talked to his family in like 4 years, and he's sitting in jail because he still doesn't want to, you know, contact them.
Well, that's his choice, right?
But I found his son, and I'm thinking maybe if I could just...
Oh, no, don't do that. What? Don't be meddling in family business.
I'm not meddling. I mean, so I think that maybe it would be very important for the two of them just to be brought together.
Well, and also the reason they didn't do it on their own is pretty important.
Oh, that's just because of the father's drinking.
Well, then the son's probably better off.
The father has changed.
Well, sure, then how come he's still in jail?
All I'm saying is, don't you think that certain people just need to have certain other people, you know, whether they've screwed up or whatever, but just need them to be in their lives in some way?
Well, in case this really is about your father, the answer is no.
Your sister, she's a piece of work. She stops this old woman on Bay Street and tells her she just won $5,000 on a scratch and win, but she can't cash it because she's not an Ontario resident.
So she asks the woman to cash the ticket for her.
Yeah, which the woman's a little worried about, but she feels happy to go with Trish to get the money.
Which doesn't exactly work for Trish.
No, Trish tells her she can't do that because she's on her way home to Vancouver. But she says, you know, if you write me a check for half, you can keep the rest. And she shows the woman the hotline number on the back of the ticket. Right, and tells her she should call that in for verification. So they call the number, and an official-sounding voice...
Her new boyfriend?
Yeah. Confirms that the ticket's a winner. So the old lady writes a check for $2,500 to Trish. And then later, when she goes to cash the ticket, well, then she goes to the police.
And then you get arrested because it's your number on the back of the ticket.
Yeah. Probably her new boyfriend's idea of a joke.
Do you know him?
Kurt Spilkin.
Spilkin.
He's a real piece of work. You run these mail-order scams where you get old people to send in money in exchange for fabulous prizes, which don't actually exist. You know, the real low-class stuff.
As opposed to the high-class scams you were running in Bahamas?
Those were all legal.
What, according to Bahamian law?
But why are we talking about me? This guy your sister's with likes other people to take the fall for him, okay? So I'm giving you a chance here to go get Trish and get her in here to make a deal for herself. Plus, eventually I'll have to give the cops her name myself, because one way or the other, I am not going to jail for this. Okay?
Why couldn't we have just asked him to come to the office?
Some things are best worked out in a natural habitat. Gotta be able to relate to these people on their own level. Aim at the one vulnerable thing.
And what's that?
Despite everything they've done, all the horrible shit, they're still human beings. Understand?
No.
That's what I thought.
Please don't.
Go find Jack.
I thought about that, but his advice to scare me, so please.
I'm way too busy. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm sorry.
What the hell? Get out of here!
Please come in here. Please.
Absolutely not.
No, it's okay. Ellie and I used to meet in here to discuss my... Well, not in here, but someplace similar. So you could just please...
Sorry. Jesus. You are going to have to pull yourself together. If this is how you deal with every little thing that comes up...
No, this is not... I'm in trouble. I know I say that quite a bit, but this is really serious.
Spit it out.
Okay. My client's been charged with aggravated assault, and there's this witness who saw the whole thing, and I think he just asked me to help. Oh, God.
You're almost there. Help him.
Yeah, help him. Have the witness killed. Or hurt. I don't know, but something really bad.
What do you mean, help him? Like, actually...
No. No, he asked me to relay a message to a friend of his. It was a coded message, but I'm pretty sure I know what it meant.
You actually do need help.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Let's go.
Yeah, your father is in jail, and I really think that he could use your help.
In what way?
Well, first of all, I think that he really needs to see you.
He needs
Needs to see me?
Yeah.
My dad gets his ass thrown in jail and then he sends a lawyer after 4 years.
No. This wasn't his idea. This was. I've seen guys like this in this kind of situation before. You know, if no one reaches out to them, you know, at a time like this, when things they feel like their life is essentially, you know, they've ruined it, they can go over the edge.
Okay, you're freaking me out.
A lot of my investment here, I'm sure, has to do with my own emotional state of mind, but I also think that you really should try to help him.
Well, what does he need? Money? Because I only work here part-time to help pay for school, and Mom hardly has anything either. I don't think she's going to help him because he really screwed her over.
No, money was, he would need some of that technically, but it's more, I think you could save him.
You seem like a really great guy, and it was really decent of you to come down here and try to help him out like this, but I gotta tell you, I don't think it's worth it.
I mean, okay, clearly there are a lot of things here I'm not informed about.
Yeah,
you know?
well, it's pretty simple. He had a good job, he had people that loved him, and then he started drinking.
Well, drinking, that's a disease, right? That's a sickness.
You know,
that's something he can't
Sorry,
help.
I don't want to hear about it. I don't even want to know about him, okay?
But he is your father.
Yeah, we share some blood. That's not enough.
Okay, but think about it like this. Things are screwed up right now, right? But maybe they could be fixed. And then things could work out for the better for both of you in the long run.
I gotta get back to work. Sorry.
Sorry again. I'm kind of scared for him. Okay, no, sorry. You're right. I'm sorry.
Hey, look, I'm not saying that I'm gonna come with you for sure, okay? But maybe we could talk. I'll think about it.
Talking's good. Talking's good.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Well, stay calm. Everything's gonna be fine.
I don't want to stay calm. I want to leave.
And take it easy. Everything's cool. Everything's cool.
Oh, dear God.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Oh, dear God.
You meet people here often, or are you a drug dealer that prefers wide open spaces?
I cut lawns.
I don't give a shit how you make a living. I'm here because my friend Oliver, who between you and me is a pussy, has a problem, and I said I'd try to fix it.
But I thought we were tight. That's why he f***ed me up when I heard he was cooperating with the cops.
Well, as long as we're on that subject, that's bullshit. So what's it going to take to call a halt to those jailhouse beatings?
Can't do it, man. He needs a regular reminder. He's weak. He's gonna crumble.
He's weak, but he's not stupid. Okay, he's a little stupid. He got involved with you, didn't he? But he wants to see his kids grow up, so he's prepared to do the time and shut up. And I'll personally vouch for that.
Well, you're a lawyer too, man.
You say that like it's a bad thing, Sammy. Is that what it's come down to? Drug dealers looking down their noses at officers of the court?
As far as I can tell, you're all pieces of shit. My dog bit my neighbor. Asshole's a f***ing lawyer, so he's suing me. Milo didn't even draw blood.
Milo.
It's not violent. Just gets a little excited. You think you can help me with that?
Not my kind of law, but I can recommend someone. Are you okay?
Just getting these dizzy spells. My girlfriend thinks I have this anxiety problem she read about in a magazine.
They make drugs for that, you know?
I don't do drugs. Don't like to lose control. Just stressed out. Oliver had all my money tied up in real estate. Assets got frozen by the cops.
Tough luck.
Everybody either wants to take something from me or they want to kill me. Sometimes I feel real alone, you know?
Well, there's always therapy, huh?
I do this. Leave Oliver alone. You owe me a favor.
Name it.
When the time comes, don't worry.
Here's my number.
All right, well, you gonna buy some product or what? Took time out of my busy day to come up here.
Go. Go, go!
What? What's going on?
Will you just go? Let's get the hell out of here before it's too late. Oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God.
I hate you.
Just kidding, everything's cool.
What did that guy give you? Did you just buy marijuana?
Well, you know, I didn't want to offend him. He's a very sensitive guy.
I thought this guy was Jack's client. Well, is he worried he can't be objective because of their friendship? Why don't you remind him he's a lawyer, not a surgeon?
All right, listen, about this woman who's involved.
Okay, yes, Alice, I know he's trying to protect her, and I think that's very sweet, but these two have been all over the city scamming people, and most of them are seniors, so your guy probably wants to share the blame, or else he's going away for a while. It's only a matter of time before they find her anyway.
Do you think so?
Yeah, they've got a pretty good description, and they've caught her on video on a few money marts, so unless she gets her ass out of town...
Okay, well,
Just pass that all on to your client and convince him to do himself a favor before it's too late.
How do you know I was here?
I called you work.
Look, Mom, I need to do this.
No, you don't.
Dad's in trouble and he's got no one else.
And whose fault is that?
I know, but Elliot's been telling me
Who's
that...
Elliot?
Oh, that would be me.
He's his lawyer.
Yeah. Oh, you must be,
I'm his mother. You roped him into this?
Well, I wouldn't describe
No,
it
he
as,
just told me how bad off Dad was, and
I thought he had stopped drinking.
Oh, he has stopped drinking.
So what's the issue?
Okay, the issue is I think that he feels like he doesn't have anything or anyone left to live for. I think that he's in the process of giving up.
I think that you should have minded your own business, because whether he has anybody or anything to live for, he definitely doesn't have us.
Look, Mom, it's not like I'm saying I'm gonna forgive him or anything, but I just can't let him rot in jail.
To bail him out, Dan, that requires some responsibility, right?
Well, he would have to supervise him, yes, to a certain extent.
Jesus. How could you put yourself on the line for him like that? After all the times that he's screwed up, after everything that he has put us through, what are you hoping for here? That you're gonna put the family back together? I thought you were smarter than that.
He's my dad. That means something.
It only means something if it's earned.
Well, maybe he's ready to earn it.
Oh, and you think this because...
I think he thinks it because of something that I told him. Look, I just had a feeling. I mean, I really believe that he needs you. I know, but I think he's and I know this is none of my business, but I think he's truly ashamed of the way he was with you.
Just save your breath, okay? Because it is not gonna happen. I don't want him anywhere near my son ever
Mom,
again.
I'm 19. That's a decision I have to make for myself.
Where are you going?
I told you. I'm not just gonna leave him in jail.
Okay, you and I have to talk.
Okay, but I can't right now because I actually have to get in here too.
So the question is, does Anil have an ethical duty to tell Kay what he knows?
You're overthinking this. All he really needs to do is assure the guy can get him off, and he doesn't have to kill anybody.
Yeah, suppose I don't get him off.
Well, then he'd probably want to kill you, but at least the witness will be safe.
This is funny.
No. I just think it's very interesting. It's the kind of dilemma privileged information gets you into.
So maybe I should violate the privilege zone.
Yeah, but it's a big deal, and you gotta be ready for the consequences.
You only be allowed to do it if the threat of physical danger is imminent, and if it can't be proven, you risk getting disbarred. Plus, if you take your information to Kay, he may charge your guy with threatened death or even worse. And then guess who the only witness for the prosecution will be at that trial?
I'd have to testify.
Mm-hmm. And then a man with one ear will be paying you a visit.
Oh, God. Look, some things in life can't be stormed out of. You have to make a choice.
She's right. It's going to be a tough one, no doubt about it.
Just tell me what to do.
Don't tell the crown.
What do you mean, don't tell? Tell the crown.
Don't tell the crown.
God. Why do I come to you?
We're talking about his life here.
I come to you for help, and this is the advice you give
That's
him.
the help I'm giving you.
Oh.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
All right. Well, this whole place cleared out, okay?
Is all this really necessary?
Oh, yeah. We are expecting a lot of people here, huh?
And when they don't show up?
Oh, they will show up, my friend.
For sure. People are excited.
There's a lot of buzz.
Bucky, what the hell did I tell you about that dog?
Hey, you, lay off the dog, okay? At least he's helping, which is more than I can say for either of you two.
I'm not sure that I can be a part of this.
And I think you're nuts.
You're probably taking this whole investment club thing a bit too far.
This has gone way beyond some dumb club here, okay? This is the beginning of a revolution.
Yeah, but without the violence, because I don't do violence.
Me too. Well, not unless I have
All
to.
right, shut up, both of you. Just be quiet. When people show up here, you have to pretend to be intelligent, okay? Or else they will lose faith.
No problem.
You know, they tried this in Russia. It didn't go over too good.
That's because they reduced everybody to the lowest common denominator. By combining the common interest with the free market, we give everybody a chance to be self-reliant.
Hey, is that dog gonna take a leak in here?
I don't think so. He's just excited.
Well, aren't we all, huh?
No, I'm not going to plead. I want my trial. I'm pretty sure I can talk my way out of this.
You don't want to talk your way out of this. You want to plead guilty and get sent to prison so Sammy can see you taking your medicine like a good little boy and not helping them nail him.
Yeah, you just want me out of the way so you can get it, Bob.
Listen, moron, if Bob leaves you, it'll be because you f***ed up. It won't have anything to do with me. Now have a talk with yourself and get ready to do the time.
I don't think I can.
Oliver, you have to believe me. If you try to make a deal and walk away from this, Sammy will cut off your head.
What about the witness protection program?
This is not an American movie, and you're not Sammy the Bull.
Oh, shit. I gotta talk to Barb, but she's not taking my calls. What I really need to know is if I do this, will it save my marriage? What's your take? Do you think she's pretty much given up on me?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen her recently.
Well, you're a fucking liar. I know you're just sniffing around, just waiting for your chance, aren't you?
Oh, well, come on.
I'm sorry, that was uncalled for, right? I mean, and you wouldn't do that to me. You hear me? Oh, you're really enjoying this, aren't you? Oh, I hate you. I know I shouldn't have hit that guy.
Which guy are we talking about now, sir? The one who wouldn't get into your cab, the cyclist who cut you off, or the waiter who didn't treat you with enough respect?
None of them treated me with enough respect, but that's not the point.
Oh, so you had some other reason for pummeling them?
No, I think what he's trying to say is it was a lack of self-respect that promoted these feelings.
Before you get too far into whatever psychobabble you're about to subject us to...
Okay, is that necessary?
Look, the truth is, I don't care what yanks his chain. I only care that this man has a tendency to assault people, and
Okay,
I want...
well, and addressing that concern, Your Worship, Mr. McDonald's son is here, and he is prepared to have his father live with him. He can put forward a small amount of money.
No, he can't. Mom, don't. He can live with me in my apartment.
An apartment I pay rent on.
I'll pay the rent.
With what, your part-time job? Look, this isn't gonna work, Roy. That sob story that you fed your lawyer was enough to get Danny down here, but he's not gonna be able to...
I told him I didn't want either one of you anywhere near me.
But I told him that I didn't think that he was in a state of mind to make that kind of decision.
Jesus.
You're depressed, Mr. McDonald. You're in the process of giving up on yourself. And I have to say, I think that trying to keep your son away from his own father, I'm sorry, but I think that's vindictive, maybe.
No, don't talk to her like that. Daniel, just go home. I never wanted you here in the first place.
Well, see what he needs and what he wants. They're two separate things.
I want to help my dad.
That's fine. And we just want to know that you can control him.
Yeah, are you familiar with his record?
No, but I think he deserves a second chance.
Oh, he has had that. You don't think I gave him second, third, and fourth chances?
I'm not talking about you and him. I'm talking about me, what I want.
No, please, don't do this. I don't want to go home with him.
So are you saying you want to stay in jail?
No, what he's saying is he doesn't want to be a burden on them anymore. That's what he's saying. He's saying that he doesn't want to cause the family any more grief. And it's a hint of how low his estimation has gotten for himself, Your Honor, that he can't even imagine his own son caring enough to want to just reach out to take...
Wow, you are way in over your head over this one, aren't you?
I'm sorry?
I mean, emotionally, you should probably get a grip.
Your Worship.
Well, we don't want him to completely lose it, do we?
Would you two just...
I'm not going to...
I mean, how embarrassing would that be?
Tamara, I don't want this man kept in jail in his current mental condition, because who knows what he might...
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll consent to his release if I get the wife as surety.
I'm sorry?
It's up to you, ma'am. You're the only one I trust to take care of him.
No, it would never work.
Well, of course it won't.
Well, if you put aside your bitterness and you put aside your disappointment for...
My bitterness is not the issue. Ask him why he started drinking in the first place.
I hated my life.
You resented being a father and a husband.
No, it's not true. Why do you think I worked so hard at getting sober? I missed you guys. So much.
Well, then where have you been?
I'm just sober. I'm not a new person. I'm still...
unhappy. Yeah. You know, maybe you could just try to concentrate on the things that you have instead of all. His misery runs too deep. I can't deal with it. It all has to do with his father having such low expectations of him, so that whenever he exceeded him, he'd always think, oh, I don't deserve this. There are just too many things wrong with me. And now there are. There really are.
I just think if he had them to live for, you know, he'd be okay. I mean, if he knew that they would eventually take him back. You know.
Well, why should it be up to them?
Because he's got no one else, Mom. That's why.
Well, he's got himself. And, you know, and if he wants things to be better, he's just going to have to do something to make that happen.
Yeah.
Elliot, this thing you have about me keeping your father away from you or you away from him.
What? Well, no, it's not like you really had an option, right? I mean, you don't even know who the guy is.
Well, I know who he is.
What?
I know who he is, and I also know that he wouldn't have made things better. The truth is, he would have made them a lot worse. Look, he wasn't somebody I wanted in my life, so I just sure as hell didn't want him sticking around so he could mess up yours. He was a no-good asshole, plain and simple. Look, honey, I'm just telling you this now so you can just put him of your mind forever, okay? And just get on with it, all right?
I'm sorry, get on with what?
Your life, honey.
Okay.
Ugh.
How'd you find me?
Bill gave me the name of your new mentor. We have ways of tracking guys like him down. Lives pretty well for a cheap grifter.
How's Bill doing?
You mean, how's Bill doing in the Don jail?
I didn't think he'd get arrested.
Oh, come on.
I figured he could just talk his way out of it.
His way out of it is by implicating you.
What, he'll do that?
You think he won't because he likes you or he feels sorry for you? Try to get a grip on reality here, Trish.
Yeah,
Push
well-
comes to shove, Bill is going to give you up.
Then I guess I better get the hell out of here then.
No, that's not an option.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Not if you care about me, it isn't. I spoke to a Crown attorney this morning. I wanted to find out what they knew about you. I'm compromised. If you try to run, then they'll think that I warned you, and that means that I'm an accessory, which means I'm disbarred, and like I said...
What, arrested? Look, I can't go to jail. It's not like we got that much money anyway.
Well, do you have any of it left?
Yeah, Kurt's got most of it.
And what, he's
upstairs.
Okay, so you turn yourself in, you say that he put you up to it. Did he coerce you or anything?
Well, if I say that, is that better for me?
Well, it is if it's the truth.
Jesus Christ, Alice, we're talking about saving myself some jail time here.
I'm not gonna get behind a lie, Trish.
No, of course not. You're perfect and you never make mistakes.
Stealing money from people on the street isn't a mistake. It's wrong.
You know what? Just forget it, okay? You don't get it.
Get what?
I can't say anything about Mom, or else you're just gonna...
Mom? What, you're gonna blame this on Mom?
Well, her drinking and everything. You know, I was older, and I saw things that
Knock
you...
it off.
No, I'm just trying to explain now.
What's it gonna be? Are you gonna come with me to the police station? Or are you gonna grab your little boyfriend's arm and hit the road?
I can't go to jail. I'm sorry.
This is Gus Monahan, your worship. The charge is aggravated assault. Mr. Monahan pummeled a man nearly to death on a public street corner.
Do you have a lawyer, sir?
Yeah, right there.
Mr. Sharma?
What? Oh, yes, Sharma. Yeah, Neil, for the record, yes.
And would you like to hear the allegations?
I guess. I mean, sure.
3 nights ago, Mr. Monahan was seen chasing a man down Niagara Street, overtaking him, throwing him down, and smashing his head into the pavement repeatedly. The victim, Louis Trillo, told the police Mr. Monahan had come to collect a gambling debt from him, and when he told him he didn't have the money, Mr. Monahan said, "That's okay, bitch, I'd rather beat the shit out of you anyway."
Moment's indulgence, your worship. Hey. Okay, so, looks like they got you good, right? So, well, why don't you just plead, and then we can...
Shut up. I'm not pleading anything. Did you talk to Dean?
Two.
What's wrong with you? Why are you sweating like that?
Everything okay over there, Mr. Sharma?
Not really, no.
I think it should be known right now, your worship, that Her Majesty is strenuously objecting to Mr. Monahan's release. Information has come to my attention that, in my opinion, makes his detention a necessity.
What's he talking about?
How should I know? I don't know.
I have received information which leads me to believe Mr. Monahan has intentions of hurting an eyewitness to his crime.
From whom did you receive this information, Mr. K?
I'm not at liberty to say at this point.
You're gonna have to do better than that if you're asking me to detain the accused on that basis. Are you charging him with anything new?
Not currently, your worship, but considering Mr. Monahan's long record, my suspicion is strong enough to warrant detention.
Do you have a position on this, Mr. Sharma?
You're f***ing right, he has a position.
Yes, I'd like to be removed from the record, your worship.
What?
Look, I'm sorry. I can't be a party to whatever it is you think you have to do to get yourself out of trouble, all right? I'm sorry. I really am. I really am.
Mother.
Perhaps the bail hearing can be held down until Mr. Monahan finds a... Look,
You sold me. I don't know. I don't know. And you'll be sorry. Come on. Right, you ask around. You hear me? Find out what happens to people who me, you mother... You piece of shit!
Take charge there! You okay, Mr. Sharma?
I'm not saying that you left that note, but if you did the right thing.
It's all right. Take a moment.
Why can't
can't believe what she's become. She tried to blame our mother's drinking for this. Can you believe that?
Well, does she know what kind of position you're in?
Yeah. I can't totally blame her for that.
Sure you can.
No, going to the Crown Attorney was my own stupid idea. She thinks I could just talk my way out of it. She doesn't get it. I don't think she even cares what happens to me.
Well, that's probably not true. She's
just who she is. When we were kids, she would steal from our mother's purse.
A lot?
Whatever she could get her hands on. I'd tell on her.
And how did that go down?
I think it was the thing that defined our relationship because I thought I was helping her and she just thought I was acting morally superior.
To change. I mean, for years you've worked for other people but now you're gonna get a chance to work for yourself, huh?
And tell them how, boss.
Well, first of all, I'm not your boss. I'm just a man. I'm a man with an idea that is gonna let your money work for you.
Geez, I got a bad feeling about this. They are going to put their faith in him, and he's only going to disappoint them.
Maybe he won't disappoint them. I think he can actually make this work.
There's a $5 administration fee.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, it's for the overhead.
What overhead? Give it back.
The overhead of...
Give it back, Bucky.
Okay, give it back.
To everyone.
There is a way to make money responsibly. I mean, remember here, the future is worth fighting for. And the future is now.
Yes. Yes. That's.
Thank you.
That was very nice.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
Listen to me. 2 months ago, you thought that the world was shit, and all these people were hopeless losers, and now you're
probably wondering if I'm gonna lose interest at some point,
It's
right?
a concern.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm really just trying to stay focused on the positive here. Okay, I really am.
That's great, but there are a lot of people around here who can't afford to lose
I
any
know.
money
Yes,
at all.
something could go wrong. Hey, why can't you get behind me on this?
Because I had this nagging suspicion you might have lost your mind.
Coming from someone who lost his quite a while ago.
I just worry.
I know you're just worried. You're just worried. You're always worried or frustrated or caught in the clutches of some other little emotion. I'm trying to be big here. I'm trying to make other people big here. And why can't you just... Oh. It's
Okay, just calm down.
Okay.
Just take deep breaths and tell me what you're feeling. Tell me exactly what you're feeling, but stay calm.
You stay calm. I can't breathe.
What are you feeling?
Yeah, tell them what you're feeling, man.
Just a little sick to my stomach and my arm is numb and my jaw hurt. I can't breathe.
Oh my God, I can't breathe either.
I think I'm having a
heart attack. He's having a heart attack. Call 911.
Oh, well, what the hell do you think I'm doing, you idiot?
I can't see anything there. It's spots in front of my eyes.
Yeah, 1 heart attack. Well, and maybe it's 2.
No, his is a stroke.
Yeah, it looks like a stroke to me, too.
Oh, okay, make that 1 stroke and 1 heart.
Sounds like she's ordering pizza. Hey, Morticia, shut up, please. Okay?
Help.
Elliot?
Jack, please, I'm in trouble. I need you to call me back as soon as you get this. I think I'm in trouble. Please call me back right away. Sonny, you'll call me back as soon as you get this, please. As soon as you get this.
When you want to go for a walk?
Why, you feeling a little hemmed in?
No, I just thought that we could...
No, it's too cold.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't called, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you I was pregnant and you stopped calling.
Sorry.
So.
I had to think.
Sure. About?
Just this whole thing, all about the baby, obviously. But that led me to thinking about just this whole thing about fathers and families. And how important that they can be to each other.
It's true.
Yeah, and that led me to thinking, so many men are just, they're not up to it. You know, they just, for whatever reason, they just can't seem to, they can't do it. You know, even when you really want them to.
So, you're just one of those men, right?
What? No,
It's okay. It's okay.
No, that's not what I, no, I'm, you know, that's a concern, sure,
Yeah,
but.
I just, Look, after Kelly was born, it was a pretty hard delivery. There was some damage. I had an infection, and they basically told me that I couldn't have any more kids. So that's why that I wasn't on the pill. And I know this is terrible freaking timing, and I know that I should have an abortion, but I can't do it.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to trap you, and I don't want to trap you.
I don't feel trapped.
Oh, sure you do.
No,
Sure you do.
I
Of course you
don't.
do.
No, I feel inadequate, you know? I feel like I don't know, like I'm not good enough to be a father. No, I'm not good enough.
Just, you know, you do your best you can, right?
Yeah, and I will do my best. I promise.
What, you mean you'll send money, or?
No, I mean I'll be there.
Like, when I need you to...
No, be there. All the time. All the time.
We have no savings. Everything Oliver had, the government froze. My kids are depressed. So no, I don't want to talk to him. I couldn't stand to see his face.
Well, you won't have to for about 2 years unless you want to visit him in prison.
Oh, no, I'm not playing that role. The supportive wife who takes the kids to visit their father in jail every week? No.
What about conjugal visits? I mean, everyone has their needs.
To hell with his needs.
What about your needs? Okay, all right, that was...
You know, just try to act like an adult.
Okay, got it. An adult. It's just that, you know, sometimes when I'm with you...
Or any other breathing female.
No, just you, really. But anyway, you know, that's all. Excuse me. What do you want?
I want that favor you owe me.
So soon?
Yeah, when it comes up, man. The thing is, I owe someone myself who owns someone else, so this is for him.
Whoever he is.
Yeah, he needs to find the whereabouts of someone. A lawyer, you might even know him. Name of, Shamra.
Sharma?
Yeah. Supposed to be a nervous little Indian guy, and he's taken off somewhere. Just in the nick of time, sounds like, so... That's it. That's the favor. You help us find this little prick. For all promises about laying off your pal Oliver. Null and void, man. Null and void.
Something wrong?
Yeah.
Is it to do with Oliver?
We gotta go.
Zona? Zona?